Miss Tony and Rockstone Triz.
Hello, how you doing? We are here. It is the winter time still, so things are still wintry.
Boop, boop, boop. How you doing? How y'all doing?
All right. Good evening. Good morning. Good morning, neighbors.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Hello. Top of the morning to ya.
Top of the morning.
Can't do an Irish accent.
Why not?
I can't.
Good evening.
Is that it?
I don't know what that
Top
was.
of the morning to ya. Good morning. Oh, maybe I did it here morning. Hello, everyone. How are you all today? It is Thursday. We have made it through this week, you guys. We're making it.
So I decided this morning that I don't like Thursday.
Why?
Because Thursday is just not Friday.
It's not Friday enough.
That we got
Yeah.
one more day to go.
Yeah, like that's how I feel. I feel like when Thursday comes, people are like, oh, we're almost there. But we are just almost there. When we go home on a Thursday, we still got a whole day left. On a Friday, bro, you'll be like, I don't
been
care.
a
It's
long
Friday.
week, too.
It is.
Like-
It has been.
You think it's been a while? I feel like this week has flown by.
Is there a holiday on Monday? Mommy was asking me that yesterday if there was a holiday on Monday. I was like, I didn't hear about it. I
don't
mean,
think so. Oh, no.
what is this? This is what? March?
March.
St. Patrick's Day is
March
the
is
only
St.
day that
Patrick's.
comes this year.
Oh, maybe that's when that
Oh,
is.
it's evacuation day.
Oh.
That's
What's that? What's that?
So the children got school or no?
No, they got school.
What is evacuation day?
Let's look at what evacuation day is.
No.
Evacuation day. It's a Boston holiday. It's Friday, March 17th, which is the same
That's it,
day
yeah.
as St. Patrick's Day. And Evacuation Day is a holiday observed on March 17th in Suffolk County, Massachusetts, and also by the public schools in Somerville. The holiday commemorates the evacuation of British forces from the city of Boston following the siege of Boston
yeah.
early in the American Revolutionary
Okay.
War.
Mhm. That's when the British was running.
I thought
Okay.
it had something to do with rats leaving Boston or something.
Why is that shouldn't that be a national holiday?
No, it's only celebrated in Suffolk County and Somerville
And Somerville?
public schools.
Wow.
So Somerville has the day off
But
on
why
Friday,
Somerville?
March 17th. I
Because
don't
they're by the
know.
water.
Because they over there.
They're by the water where Paul Revere used to live.
Oh, Paul Revere was in Somerville. I thought he was in Lexington.
And
He went through Charlestown, but I don't know why it's Somerville.
He didn't do nothing here.
He didn't do nothing.
Who? Paul Revere or Christopher Columbus?
No.
Paul Revere said the British are coming.
Oh, yes. That's my favorite thing to say.
Is it?
Yes.
Somerville was part of Charlestown in 1775.
Thank you. Who's
Big
that?
up Schneider. He
Mouse murder. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew who it was. I knew it was. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Evan Disa. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Schneider. How are you? Hello.
How y'all doing? Quick check-in. You guys could quick check in with us every morning if you guys want to as well. Drop in the comment section how you doing, what you do last night. Let's start with Tristan today. What you doing last night, Tristan?
Caught me off guard there.
Me first? Wow.
Me yesterday, I was in my in what was our old Studio B. We
Okay.
have transformed Studio B into a magnificent smoke shop.
Oh.
Yes.
I would like
So,
to go there.
Yes. We're waiting on a few more things to get done over there, but once it is, we'll invite the whole Spark family over.
Are we all going to spark it up?
We're gonna spark it up.
Spark it
But,
up, spark
we will-
it out.
We will be providing. It's gonna be called Smoke and Grooves.
Oh.
And we'll be providing nice little, fontos and stash things and little items for your smoking, for the smokers. Little items for the smokers.
That is delightful. I love it.
Yes.
Me too. I
love
feel
that.
wonderful about it.
And I was doing nice little graphic work, Togetherness Boat Ride coming up for 2023.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's almost that time
And
already.
this year our theme is Mellow Yellow.
Ooh.
Mellow.
Mellow Yellow.
They
Very
come. Oh, they're gonna
similar.
switch from the blue.
But no, every year is a different theme.
Is it?
Every year.
I don't think so.
Absolutely. We did
Really?
One year's been blue and white. The first year was old school versus new school. Then we had a luau theme.
Oh.
I don't think that I've ever known. I don't think I've ever known that thing was themed out.
Every year is a different theme. And
Oh,
last
wow.
year was elegance on the water.
Oh, I wasn't elegant on the water.
Really?
And this year it's mellow yellow.
Yeah. I like that. Remember Mellow Yellow, the soda? Do you remember that, Tris?
They call me
I don't
Mellow
remember
Yellow.
yellow.
I was going to say, I don't think you're old enough to remember Mellow
What
Yellow.
is I did see some mellow yellow stuff when I was Googling. What is mellow yellow?
It used to be a soda.
Sounds like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it was. It was like, it was like Mountain Dew, like this yellow, mellow yellow soda. Yeah, back in the day.
It usually lower your sperm count.
Did it?
I don't know, but I remember that's what Mountain
What
Dew.
do I do? Collect pre-rolls? What the heck is this? Who does this?
Well, you got one? Let me
yes.
get one. Let me get one.
I'll pay for all these.
But you not even going to do nothing with them.
Let me get one. You
Bro,
gonna pull 'em
I ain't
out?
never seen that before in my life. The other day, though, I shout out to Oasis, Pure Oasis down in Grove Hall.
Yes.
I got 2 pre-rolls for $10.
Yes.
And those was wonderful.
They got a gift pack.
That was like 24 THC.
Ooh.
I was like, goddamn.
Was it high?
I was.
Yeah.
It is one of those things. It is good for you.
Oh, shout outs Evan Disa. Evan Disa said it's her day off, but she's headed to the State House for a prevent gun violence meeting.
I like that, Evan Disa. Go ahead and fight for our rights.
Yeah,
You
be
better go out
civically
there and
engaged.
Be civically
Evan.
engaged.
Yes.
So we encourage civic engagement around here.
That's what we saying.
That's what we saying. Very nice. I love it.
Me too.
And how was y'all day? How was y'all evenings?
It was cool. I didn't really do anything. Did I? No, I didn't. I went home. The kids came up. I watched the SpongeBob movie last
How
evening.
was that?
It was cute. I started reading my book again and was getting very, very into it. But then my book made me my book was.
What is your book? Can we start there?
A book, it's called We're Not the Same or something like that. I don't know. It's a bestseller that just came out. It's a very, very good book. It's about this black girl and this white girl who grew up as best friends. And as they've gotten older, their paths have, whatever. The black girl was always doing better than the white girl, which is crazy. As far as books go. It's written by a pair of women who are black and white best friends, and they each write a chapter. So the black girl and the white girl grow up together. They're best friends. The black girl goes on to become a newscaster, and the white girl marries a cop. And one day, the white girl's husband, who is the cop, shoots a black youth who is unarmed, and the black girl ends up having to be in charge of covering the story. So it kind of goes through the dynamics of their friendship. It's a really, really good book. I'm really starting to get into it, and I'm it's making me very because I know some things about
book, or is it a digital?
No, it's
Are
a
you watching
book with
Kindle?
pages.
Oh.
I'm turning pages. And I was very impressed with myself last night because I was like, when is the last time that I picked up a book and read it? I read a lot of news articles and scroll through a lot of things, but I was reading a book last night. My mom kept calling me, interrupting my book reading.
She called me multiple times last night, too.
Me too. And then finally I said, Mother, I am reading a book.
I'm reading some literature.
She was like, oh, well, good for you. Who has the Hulu again? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, so that was my evening last night. It was a good evening. It was nice.
Good.
I did have after I had my anxiety, I decided to try to settle myself down. Got the munchies and had to eat spicy chicken in the middle of the night. So.
Ooh, spicy chicken. I really love it.
So good.
Me love it. Me love spicy chicken.
But I felt like the little Geico person because I was like, ooh, it's burning my lips.
It's too spicy.
It's spicy. It's burning my lips. No,
It's
really
so
burning.
cute. I love that little gecko.
Oh, yeah.
Little troll. You got to stop cleaning out your bag.
I was organizing.
Because you keep on moving. Oh shit, I never sent this.
Oh no, she never
Damn it.
sent this.
Damn it.
Sorry.
And how was your evening, Sauce?
Oh, my evening was wonderful.
Ooh,
Oh
wonderful.
no, I sent it twice. Damn it.
You went from thinking you didn't send it at all to sending it twice?
Yes.
Well, that is efficient.
Well, better twice than never.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus. Anyhow, yes. My evening was wonderful. It was a very, very, very long day for me. An absolutely long day. After I left here, I went to go sit down at CK's schoolhouse.
Yes.
Because the boy hasn't been doing his work. So I had to go down there and regulate things and let him know who's boss.
Oh my gosh, teachers love when parents be involved like
They
that.
do. The principal was like, "Oh my God, thank you for your support."
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm not doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for me." Because I don't want to get no calls no more on my day. Mess up my day. I having a good day. I get a text message from the teacher.
Why
CK,
he ain't doing no work?
CK ripping up the people that work. You ripping the what?
Nuh-uh.
Where you ripping?
Nuh-uh.
You didn't buy no paper to be ripping it, bro. The hell do you think you are? So, but they backfired because he wants me to be in school all the time with him.
When he came home yesterday, he was like, I had such a good day. And she was like, you want me to come and sit with you all the time? He was like, yes. Yes.
He's got such good friends. Shout out to his whole classroom and everybody in there. It's really cool kind of seeing the classroom as it is. And how the kids work, and hearing all the stories of when your kid comes back and tells you about these certain people. Now you know.
Did you meet your daughter-in-law?
I did. No. She doesn't go to his school.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh.
She is the father's mate's daughter.
Oh. That's complicated.
It is messy.
Wow.
Kid is messy, but he loves her and she loves him apparently. And then after that, Kurt Froston, shout out to him. He had a very last minute dropout summit seminar. He had Gilly the Kid, and little did the people that were there knew that he was also accompanied by Millie's. Crazy. It's funny because we just ended up talking about Millie's as the last story yesterday. Met him, such a dope, awesome, humble guy.
Yeah,
it's very crazy. It's very interesting how
I want to meet him.
He's like, if you meet him, you'll be like, "Oh, do you want to be my friend? You want to come over for dinner? Like, you want to hang out?"
And that's so crazy
sweet.
Because his appearance is a little, off,
aggressive.
Yeah,
because there's the tattoos and stuff like that. And you're like, "Oh, you must be cussing and what?" Just sweet, humble man, and it's very dope.
Cambridge.
I know, but exactly, he's from Cambridge. I have dated many a Cambridge men, and they are not like that.
Dudes from the bridge ain't soft.
They not. They is hardcore, okay? Boston, you mean streets of Boston Negroes, y'all gotta take a lesson from the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge is
Don't be from the port either.
Oh, don't be from the port. Listen, okay, that's the mean streets. Y'all gotta
Don't be from the port.
But that was really good. Then after that, I had a meeting. Shout out to the Black Media Mastery graduates of All Rays. It's another organization that I sit on the board for, and they had a Black Media Mastery class for a series for Black and Latina people.
Like Latinx?
Yeah, Latinx just sounds stupid.
You don't want to do that anymore?
I don't know. If it offended you, I'm sorry. Latinx, Latina, Latino, whatever you identify with, that is who I'm talking to. Everybody else, I don't know what your problem is. But yeah, that was another great thing. And then I had to cancel my executive meeting because I was spent. Mouth was tired. Get it? My mouth was tired.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wow. My mouth was tired,
I know. I'm
tough crowd. Very tough crowd. And that's it. That's how the cookie crumbled. And it was a good day. And it's still just Thursday.
Amen.
Sounds like we got a lot accomplished.
Yes. I'm going to get my nail done today, though.
Amen.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh, give me my wig powder.
That's what I got it for. You see, aren't you glad I brought this bag with all the things in it?
Wig powder.
Ask me for anything. I have it in my bag. Wig powder.
So this wig powder is when you have on wigs and you want it to blend in with your skin. You take the inside of the wig and you dab it up a little bit with your skin color, and then it makes it melt better.
Oh.
Learn something new every day, huh, Trin?
There you go.
Have you guys seen The Strays?
No.
I feel like you asked us about that already.
And I'm afraid.
You guys gotta watch this.
It's scary.
You're talking about wigs, so that's why I said
it. Oh, because I'm afraid. But yes, we are live, people. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go ahead and give it a share because Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts right now.
Oh, Lord.
Miss Tony and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Today is Thursday, March 9th, 2023. It is mostly cloudy with a high of 44 and a low of 28 degrees. Cloudy, high around, yes, with winds north-northwest of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Yesterday, what was it? Like mad winds per hour, wasn't it?
No, I think it was about the same. It was 10 to 20, I think, yesterday.
Is that fast?
I feel
because I'm thinking about if I'm driving 10 to 20 miles per hour, is not very fast.
That might be fast for wind.
If somebody was driving 20
miles per hour, no.
Yeah,
that's not fast.
If I was driving and somebody was driving 10 to 20 in front of me, I would be very angry. I'd be very, very angry. It's most likely a Subaru.
Or a Prius.
Or a Swagger Wagon.
No, but Swagger Wagons be moving.
Let's get into the stories. We're sending a big message. Boston Mayor Wu applauds passage of rent control proposal. Okay, we're getting a little closer to the rent contrizzy. Mayor Michelle Wu said the Boston City Council delivered a strong message by approving her rent control proposal on Wednesday. Today, the City Council delivered a strong message that City of Boston needs the tools to address our housing crisis, she said at the afternoon press conference. We hear from residents across every single neighborhood just how dire it is, and we see families who are getting pushed out of the communities that they grew up in and helped to build. This is affecting everything from how our businesses and economy can recover to school enrollment and to the stability of every part of our neighborhood, would say. I am so thankful to the city councilors for their partnership, for their leadership on this. We're sending a big message. I look forward to continue doing everything we can so Bostonians can continue to live in this incredible city and stay here in our neighborhood.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Yeah, far from a done deal, Priscilla. The rent control proposal that was passed by city councilors today will now make its way to Beacon Hill, where both the state legislature and the governor will need to approve it before it goes into effect. Finding affordable housing in Boston.
Found it difficult now. You know, we're looking for a few places now for a while.
Can be tough. Just ask Donald Sweeney, who's lived in Boston 3 weeks.
Kind of seems everyone's moving further south
3 weeks?
as time goes on because of how bad it is.
Boston city councilors voting 11-2 in favor of Mayor Michelle Wu's rent control plan, capping annual rent hikes.
We are doing everything that we can to make sure that housing prices can be affordable for residents.
People haven't been staying. Housing costs have contributed to thousands leaving the state since the start of COVID.
Community members and residents have their rents doubled and increased by 50% in a way that is extremely unpredictable.
The state legislature and governor need to approve the plan before it goes into effect.
I support communities and their efforts to do what they think is necessary when it comes to housing. And with respect to any legislation that's filed, I'm going to take a look at it.
2 councilors voted against the rent control proposal.
Which one was the 2?
I voted no against this proposal.
Oh, Erin.
Including Councilwoman Erin Murphy.
To me, it's build. We need to build more affordable housing. And I
Girl,
think putting
where?
the burden on homeowners is not what we need to do.
Some real estate industry personnel don't support the mayor's proposal that would ban rent increases of more than 6% plus inflation with a cap of 10% in high inflation years.
The research that's been done on rent control overwhelmingly has shown that it has impinged and curbed the production of housing. We need to build more housing.
I just want to know when these people...
Glenn, in that story you heard from Councilwoman Erin Murphy, she tells me that she's hearing this proposal may not easily get through the state legislature, and there is the potential that it could be sent back to city councilors with amendments.
All right, Malcolm, I'm hearing that Boston isn't the only local city considering rent control. Where else might this pop up?
Yeah, Glenn, this is being considered in Somerville, as we are being told renters in the city are being pushed out at alarming rates due to how quickly rent has been increasing.
All right, Malcolm Johnson live tonight.
My thing is, when these people say things like, we need to build more.
Yeah.
Why do you want to oversaturate and condense up our city? Like, why is that a fun thing to say and do?
And I don't understand that. We need to build more. Where can you look right now that you don't see a building that's coming up?
Or them building something. They're literally building in every hole, every crevice.
Yeah.
There's no even place to put a tree no more.
Yep. And
I
that's
think
the
that's
thing.
stupid.
And that's what they're talking about a lot too. We've heard that from a few people now talking about, like they're trying to improve the environment of the city and da-da-da-da-da. They want to put more trees. Where are we supposed to put all the trees if y'all are building in every lot or piece of parcel that you can find? That's crazy.
The other thing is that I do understand, and I don't identify with them, but I do understand what they're talking about, the landlords. But at the same time, we don't want landlords literally going from $800 a rent to $4,000 a rent. Like, you can't get rich off of just one house.
Yeah.
Buy more homes
Yep.
if you want to get rich off of them, but just off of one house, we got little elderly people living there or something like that. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, the rent went from $1,200, now you gotta pay $3,400.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I get it, you want to make some money, but unless you are in the real estate place and you got multiple houses, you can't be trying to get rich off of your one house.
That's true.
It's crazy.
Very true.
And Erin seems like she's always on the wrong side of everything. Like, always on the wrong side.
She the ops.
Jeez, I don't even hear from Baker and the other one as much as I hear from her. But she did give me a shout out during Black History Month, so maybe she's my friend. I don't care. I'm for the people.
Talk to her.
We have to invite Erin in here and be like, lady, what the hell is your problem?
Yeah.
Why you so oppositional all the time?
Where you live?
So defiant.
Where does she live? What city does she live
Probably
in?
Newton.
Let
me stop. She probably live right there in Roxbury.
She can't live in Newton. She has to. So that's another question. Do you have, when you're a city councilor or whatever, you have to live in that?
I think you have to live in that city.
And then do you have to live in your district and all of that to be a district representative and all of that?
I don't know. I think I would assume so.
You have some people.
In my heart, go ahead.
We don't need more housing where all the people going to park, drive, places to go.
They don't, because they want us to transition into biking, so they don't care about parking.
Nope.
Y'all better get a bike.
Yeah.
Zion says we shouldn't stop rents from going high, but whenever affordable housing is being built, the rent was that?
Affordable housing.
The rents in affordable housing gets higher after each year.
Exactly, because they're doing it on the medium. What is it? The medium.
The AWI average. AMI average median income.
Yeah. So now, if there's a whole bunch of people paying $6,000, and there's only 2 people paying $8,000, how you do the maths is gonna raise up that average. So this is basic math.
They need to stop building luxury homes with big ass yards.
Exactly. With pools
and things like that.
In a heating center.
Exactly. All along 128, all them big old houses that they building. Build apartments.
But that's the thing too. Like, if you're going up until 138 up until Stoughton and stuff like that, there's a lot of land that has not been touched. There is a lot of buildings that leasing. Can't nobody turn them into apartments. People got to live along the highway. Stop building in the city.
Yep, I agree.
Big old rats coming in here because all y'all want to do is unearth the ground.
Ugh.
Nasty. Date our son. Billboard offers car in exchange for a date. Who is the son?
Who does someone look like?
Why?
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
Why didn't he put out a billboard?
Need a car? Date our son. He's smart but socially very shy. Date him and bring him out of his shell before college. In exchange, we'll give you a 2004 Buick Regal, clean, rust-free, 40,000 miles. Serious inquiries only.
A 2004 Buick Regal?
Yes.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. Do they still make that? They still make Buick Regal?
What is that? What kind? Was this a 14 or 4?
2004, yeah.
What am I do with that? It's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is 20 years old.
Is your son cute? I mean, if you're in need, maybe it's just good timing. They added the billboard offers a reward in return for a date. The billboard asks for serious inquiries only to an email address provided. 7 News reached out to the email. The parents replied saying they've received many responses. They said they plan to make their final decision on Thursday. With all the attention these ads are attracting, not everybody is buying it, as some suspect the ads are a rival marketing stunt for an upcoming Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Date
hear.
our son
What's
at gmail.com.
That's what Wanda said. It's a publicity stunt for a movie.
Oh,
Is that the name of the movie? Date Our Son?
Probably.
Is this the son? Because I'd date him.
me too.
I mean, if
He
you're
a
in the
big man.
What if he's not big and just looks like it in that picture?
I would be so mad. You get there, you got to look down at him like, hello, Jerry. I mean, that's a big sign. Yeah, that's got to be publicity. Ain't nobody
That can't
putting
be-
out that amount of money because that sign
I was
itself
about
is
to say,
at
how
least.
much is that?
Yeah, that's at least $4,000 to $5,000 for the month just for
And
that.
it's a Clear Channel one.
Yeah, so yeah, that's not the make it. That's a lie.
Interesting.
I'm pulling your card, date my son. Uh-huh.
Let's email it.
Let's do it. Boston News Czar of the Nightlife begins the work of reviving the city's nightlife. What this mean?
We didn't get into her. Did we talk about her?
No.
Yeah, we never talked about that. So Boston has a new person that's in charge of the nightlife. What is her title?
Corinne Reynolds.
Yeah, and her title is what's her official title?
Let me see if I can. Hold on. Director of Nightlife Economy. So thousands of people spent a summer evening in Fields Corner last year, flowing through a Dorchester Avenue scene filled with vendors who were selling grilled meat and seafood as part of a night market in Boston's Little Saigon neighborhood. The event was widely popular, as Shagun Idowu, Mayor Wu's chief of economic opportunity, put it. I think the huge turnout shows the hunger for more events that are happening at night.
Oh, is that what they mean by nightlife?
That's what I thought. I didn't think that. That's what I thought. Idowu said as he introduced reporters to the city's new director of nightlife economy, Corinne Reynolds. We're working on getting her in here too. Her first day on the job is Monday. She'll be directing an effort to figure out the direction of nightlife the city as the pandemic recedes. Her charge extends beyond Boston proper and into the neighborhoods as city officials seek to make Boston more of a 24-hour city. Working with colleagues in Idowu's department, including new director of tourism, John Borders, she will also be tasked with helping residents build generational wealth, ensure initiatives are family friendly, and help retain workers. I don't know.
This is the young lady right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Corinne Reynolds, director of nightlife. I'm trying to figure out. Reynolds is a Jamaica Plain resident who previously lived in Mattapan, which is close to my heart. She wants to put a spotlight on Dorchester and Mattapan and their LGBTQ, Asian, and Pacific Islander and Haitian communities. The culture is what we would highlight, she said. That's an assert that we have. I don't know what this means. The city prides itself on sports and pubs, but what else do we have to offer? How can we make Boston's nightlife more inclusive?
Sports and pugs?
Pubs.
Oh, okay. Pugs.
I don't know. Like, what is she? It still doesn't tell me exactly what she's going to be doing.
Yeah, that's the night market wasn't quite what I had in mind when I heard about this nightlife czar.
She asked about her ideal night on the town. Reynolds name checked the Pearl restaurant in Dorchester, South Bay area, as well as Maida in South End. Idowu noted that her purview isn't just late night activities like going out to the clubs. You will not be seeing her on a nightly basis to make sure you're having a good time at restaurants and clubs equipped. Oh, okay. So what's she doing?
Yeah.
Oh, her focus will be on long-term solutions and meeting officials across the city and country to work on bringing them about. A part of my job is to really be a connector and listening ear so we know what those issues are and address them, she said. Okay. We just want to think holistically about what nightlife could look like, he said. Okay. All right. So basically, we'll figure it out as she gets into her job and starts figuring out what needs to be done. It's a new position. It's something that the city has said that they needed, somebody who is specifically in charge of nightlife. So we have that. And now we just got to let her cook. Let her see what she could do and things as such and all that things. And good for her.
Yeah.
I like her.
Let's talk to her. Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah, that's dope.
I wonder if she's a socialite herself. Like
I
if
mean,
she be
has
outside,
to be, right?
outside in hanging out and going to different things.
What do we know about her? Who is she? Where did she come from?
I don't know. She's from Jamaica Plain.
She's from Jamaica Plain. Okay.
And that's it. When we get her in here, we'll talk to her. And you guys can ask all your questions because I don't know. Yeah. We're finding out. We got to let her cook, though. We got to let her do what she do. 8 people arrested, more than 100K bags of fentanyl seized in dismantling a Massachusetts drug ring. That sounds like a lot of death to me.
Yeah.
100,000 pounds of fentanyl.
Yeah. And that's the thing that, like, we were talking about the other day about all these dead bodies that are being found around, the state that are just, like people are just finding them in different places, and they're all fentanyl deaths. And
Is
so
this all the fentanyl?
that's
how you package it?
I don't know what that is.
In the different colors? It looks very, very crazy.
Yeah, they make fentanyl in stickers. I saw that on Euphoria.
Oh.
Remember Rue had a little sticker of fentanyl?
And she took it?
She did.
Did she overdose?
She didn't. I don't think she overdosed, but Rue was a seasoned drug addict, so I don't know. But
I gotta finish watching that. That's on Hulu?
HBO Max.
A month-long investigation into a Massachusetts drug trafficking ring
They look like now-a-laters.
Recently ended with 8 arrests and a seizure of a gigantic stash of fentanyl and cocaine. State troopers assigned to Narcotics Reduction Enforcement Team launched an investigation in 2022 into a trafficking organization that was supplying heroin and fentanyl across Hampden County. In total, the task force seized 9.5 kilograms of suspected cocaine and 2.3 kilograms of fentanyl packed in 111,200 individual small baggies. 28 grams of suspected fentanyl pills, 18 pounds of marijuana, more than $100,000 in cash, 6 motor vehicles, 3 handguns, and a partridge and a pear tree.
Only 3 handguns?
Yes.
Oh.
The rest of the handguns they had on them.
Oh, okay.
This is, let me see, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. As a result of the outcome of the investigation, law enforcement officials executed search warrants for several locations and vehicles throughout Hampden County and arrested the following individuals. Joseph, Robert, Alexander, Emmanuel, Heriberton, Escalera, Christopher, and Anundi Lopez Santos. In a statement, Massachusetts State Police Interim Colonel John Mon Jr.
Oh my goodness.
The man named John Mon. John Mon Jr. Dismantling these organizations that import death into our streets is a priority at the Massachusetts State Police and our partner agency. Investigators noted that the Springfield area is a source of supply for large-scale narcotics trafficking in western New England with direct connections to Connecticut and New York City. We were just talking about Springfield.
Girl, I told you
Springfield is the drug capital of the world.
No, it's just one of the most dangerous cities to live in Massachusetts.
All right.
We thought it was Brookline, but now we know.
Now we know it's Springfield. Because Springfield is literally like this. Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. You're right. And it's so small that you don't really think about it.
Springfield's in the tri-state.
So that's terrible. $300 stolen from a 70-year-old East Boston man's Snap account. You sold those. You a lie. You sold those. You sold those for $600.
No, it's $300 worth, so he sold it for $150.
Okay. So a 70-year-old East Boston man says he will somehow make do after hundreds in SNAP benefits were stolen from his account. When I called to get the verification of the benefits, there was none there. Leonardo said scammers skimmed his SNAP EBT card and wiped out his account on March 4th and stole $300. Let's hear what he had to say because he's upset about it.
East Boston is among the thousands of SNAP food assistance recipients whose benefits were stolen by scammers using card skimmers.
They took $297.
That was on March 4th. John says he went to the Department of Transitional Assistance office in Chelsea to report the theft and try to get his benefits restored.
Whether they get the FBI involved or somebody got to track these clowns down. I mean, and that's all I can say is they really are clowns. To take away from people that are less fortunate than themselves, shame on them.
Congress passed legislation last year restoring funding nationwide for 2 months of benefits for theft victims. But some recipients have been without their benefits for far longer. Governor Maura Healey has included $2 million for SNAP benefit replacement in her supplemental budget to compensate for the shortfall not covered by limited federal funding.
We've heard from the state agency last fall that about $1.6 million was stolen.
The Massachusetts Law Reform Institute says part of the reason this scam is so widespread is that EBT cards are more vulnerable because they do not have more secure chip card technology.
We are strongly advocating with our state agency and with the federal government to move quickly and with urgency to implement stronger and improved and modern technology to protect low-income consumers and, frankly, taxpayer dollars.
How you
John now has a new EBT card, and he is optimistic that he will receive his benefit for April. But as for the
whoever stole him obviously needed it to eat. I don't know.
How you steal them now? They said it's easy to steal.
Because they can get the you know, like how they do the credit card scamming.
But
this one is a little bit easier because they don't have no chip.
Yeah, but every time you use the EBT, you have to put in the password.
But I think that you can. Yeah,
with regular cards, sometimes you can just scan them without having to put in a password. But the EBT, you have to put in a password every time. So I don't understand how they're stealing them.
I don't know. That's what I want to know. They have to put in a password.
Doesn't Shanae say he spent all that money on lobster?
That's how I feel. Like, I don't
gabagool.
Like, how do that? Yeah. And then when they steal them, I guess if I steal it, then what do I put it? Do I transfer it to another EBT card?
Yeah, like how does that happen? He sold it and went to DTA and said it was stolen. This is what I'm saying.
Because $297 is very. I mean, if I was gonna scam it, I would just scam for the whole $300. It sounds like somebody actually went shopping with that.
Mm-hmm. And he wasn't using it, so.
And he could just wait for next month. You know? He looked like he had some cereal in the back.
Oh, you can use your EBT on Amazon, but you also still have to put in your PIN, and they scramble it. When you try to use your EBT on Amazon, you put in one number, they scramble it. Then you have to go and find the other number. They scramble it again. And they keep doing it. It's not like you can just put it in like that. You have to press it, and they scramble it. So it's not easy to use it on Amazon.
You was using your EBT on Amazon?
Heck yeah.
Have you ever done food delivery to your home?
No.
How come?
I didn't know. Remember when Amazon used to have that Prime Day, whatever? I did the first time because they gave you like $10 off your order. But I ordered bananas, Doritos, and a shower rack. And they brought it to the apartment.
But you've never actually
No, I've never done like Instacart or any of those things, no.
I want to try it once because I technically really don't like to go shopping.
Is it expensive?
No, remember they was telling us it's pretty much the same price. You got to pay maybe like a $10 more or something like that, but it's worth not having to go to this grocery store.
Yeah, because on Amazon you don't have to. They have the Amazon Fresh, and you don't have to do Whole Foods because Whole Foods only has their brands. They have Amazon Fresh where their warehouse is actually like a supermarket, and you go shopping in there. This is what I've heard from people who work at the warehouses, and they have all of the name brand stuff that you get, and then they still deliver it to your house within 2 hours.
I'm gonna do that this week. I'm gonna do that today.
For sure,
research. Let me put it in my yes. Does anybody, you guys I love Fresh and Instacart. Tell us more about that, Shanae. Anybody else use to get their? I don't know why this has switched to that, but do you guys do that? I want to know. I want to know it's easy to love you. And FBI searched Peabody Business specializing in creepy dolls. And I left this one in here because those dolls are rather creepy. Did you look at them?
There are some creepy dolls.
I saw it on the news this morning as well.
Let me see it.
Let's look at them because they are creepy dolls. So the FBI searched the Peabody Business specializing in creepy doll bone art, the other oddities, on Tuesday as part of an ongoing federal investigation, the agency said. Tristan is showing to you them on the thing. Oh, the control works again? The control?
That's my phone.
Oh. The FBI searched the Peabody Business. What is that one? I'm afraid. People buy those?
Why would you want those in your house? Oh, that's a doll? That one? I thought.
The brewer was conducting law enforcement activity at Cat's Creepy Creations, as well as a home in Salem, FBI. It got to be Salem. To protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation, we're going to refrain from commenting on its substance. Located in the Mills 58 complex on Pulaski Street in Peabody, Cat's Creepy Creation sells wares that shock the mind and shake the soul. Owner Kat McLean didn't immediately return a request for comment. I am an artist of horror. Macabre. Is this macabre?
Macabre.
What?
Macabre.
Macabre. Oddities and everything creepy. A description on the Cat's Creepy Creation Facebook page reads, I love creating things that shock. One Instagram post reportedly taken on the set of Adam Sandler's 2020 movie Hoobie Halloween, which filmed in Salem and other parts of Massachusetts, featured a doll posed with a skull.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a real human skull. The caption reads, if you're in the market for human bones, hit me up.
Oh, the page is so scary.
Yeah. Another post from 2019 features pieces that display real human vertebrae. The Salem search happened at a two-family home on Pleasant Street. The Salem News reports a neighbor told the news outlet that he could see bags, boxes, and storage totes, including ones marked biohazard, being carried out and loaded into a truck. I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah, this is creepy.
But I guess, like, if you're into that,
yeah,
then you're into that.
Is it illegal to do things with human remains? What if it's like old, you know?
I don't know.
That's a good question. Let's Google that, Tristan. Is it
and where does she get them
illegal
from?
To do things with remains? Oh, I don't know. I'm not putting that in my search engine.
I would say I'm not.
No. That's like that man who killed his wife.
Yeah.
How to chop up my wife's body that I just killed with a hacksaw at 5:32 a.m. after I just killed her.
There's the thing with the vertebrae. This one.
Let me see.
How do I?
What the vertebrae look like? That's up here. That's my
It's your whole
my sternum.
spine. Your spine.
Wow.
Oh, I don't think you should do that.
I don't know. I mean, it's and speaking of Salem, the Satanic Temple, TST.
Yes.
They are having their conference at the Westin on the weekend of April 28th through 30th here in Boston. They have been approved for that.
Is that the one that was sold out?
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
You can't get into it, and I don't feel okay about that.
I don't.
Their focus this year is on abortion.
Oh.
they are focusing on abortion and the right to abortion, and their what was it? What does it say now? I sent it into the group yesterday.
I'm looking for it too.
They're saying that like fetal tissue should be a part of a right that people have. Something too.
So the Satanic Temple has announced that SatanCon 2023, a weekend of blasphemy to be held in Boston this April, has sold out.
Yeah.
SatanCon 2023 will be held at the Boston Marriott Copley Place on April 28th to 30th, hyping the meeting as a weekend of blasphemy and remembrance in Boston. The convention, which the Satanic Temple has touted as the largest satanic gathering in history, will celebrate TST's 10-year anniversary and features talks on Satanism in rural America, reclaiming the trans body, and Satanism and self-pleasure. Oh, wow. The theme of this year's convention is Hexennacht in Boston, or Witches' Night, an ancient Bavarian holiday celebrated on April 30th, the eve of Christian feast day of the Saint Walpurga, on which revelers dress as witches and demons. The SatanCon 2023 event will include a satanic ball on the opening night, April 28th, and will also feature a satanic marketplace. The Satanic Temple has made abortion rights its flagship project, arguing that abortions must be allowed even where illegal and part of a religious ritual. TST bases its support for abortion on the belief that non-viable fetal tissue is part of the pregnant person and is free to be voluntarily removed. Oh, that's a good angle. That's a good angle. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to say this in in caution. I don't think that the satanic religion is that far-fetched. It's some really decent human rightal things.
I think it's in the comment section. I went about, I went down into the comment section and was reading a lot about it. So to continue with what you were reading, last month the Satanic Temple launched TST Health, the first ever religious abortion clinic network. Samuel Alito's mom's Satanic Abortion Clinic was established in New Mexico on February 14th, offering virtual appointments and guidance for those who wish to participate in TST's satanic abortion ritual in states where abortion has been banned. And so, yes, to continue on with what you were saying, the satanic religion, it's not necessarily, and this is what I was learning from the comment section with people who were making comments who seemed to think they knew what they were talking about. It's not necessarily worshiping Satan.
Yes. Yes.
But it's called satanic. So don't
Satan con.
Right. So then that it's not. I don't know what it is.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't really know, because what they're saying is not bad things. It's not anything to be scary about. It is literally like good things, I think.
Weekend of blasphemy?
Yeah, but it's a weekend of, they messied it up. Like, I feel like I can't get the message.
They don't believe in God. And what is the definition of blasphemy? Like, we know blasphemy is just to speak out against God, right? So maybe that's what it is. They don't believe in God, but I don't think that they necessarily worship Satan. Blasphemy is the act or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things. Profane talk is what is the definition of blasphemy.
Maybe they just cuss a lot, and maybe like
I don't want to be nowhere near around that thing.
Listen, I'm gonna be out of town.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, like I don't. It's at the Copley, and it's the biggest convention of Satan of satanic gatherings.
Yeah, nah.
I don't want to be around it. Do your thing, but listen.
I just feel like if you were the person of God, it's just not a place for you to be.
It's not a place for you to be if you're a person of God. And if you're a person of God and really believe in God, then this is not going to be something that worries you.
Yeah.
It's worrisome because it's like, what the hell is that, and why is it being allowed in our
not
city?
everybody comes with the same mentality of maybe what the organizers want it to be.
Yeah.
And people are going to come down here and be crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think there's a lot of people who have outspokenly said that they will go down there and they will protest against this. I think that it has potential to be a very messy situation. And
I don't think that if I was a person of God, I would not go down there and protest it either. Maybe I would stay in my house and do some prayer.
Extra prayers.
Yeah, some extra prayers, or gather around my church group and denounce it to Jesus while where 2 or 3 is gathered.
Yes.
But I don't think that if I would place myself there to be in the presence of such.
No, I don't want to be in that environment.
And if that's you, good for you. Report back so that we can really understand it. And I don't know. It's just crazy.
It's sold out.
Oh yeah, I can't go. You can't go anyways if you didn't get a ticket. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's terrible. All right, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after a few moments. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
The Caribbean Foundation of Boston presents the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet on Sunday, April 2nd at Music Bar. Tempo International Rhythm and Steel. Yours truly, Janet Joe Johnson to step into culture dances and much, much more. Sunday, April 2nd at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Tickets now on sale. 617-445-1228. That's 617-445-1228. Come celebrate the 38th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Awards Banquet at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Log on to CaribbeanFoundation.net for more information. Your MC for the evening, City Councilor Brian Worrell. Join us April 2nd for the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet. Brought to you by the Caribbean Foundation of Boston.
Hi, it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic. Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids? Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right? True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity. But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast. True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDvac.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Come on. Spark FM.
Sugar man be ballin', deep chicks pigeon toes, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
Number one urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. Miss Tony, it is time for national and world news. What do you have for us?
You know, there's so much happening in the world that sometimes it's a little discouraging. And we'll see what happened. So it says that prosecutors won't charge the 6-year-old that was accused of shooting the teacher. This story, I'm so torn because on one end it's a 6-year-old and on the other end he's a terrorist.
He's a
So,
demon.
Like, what do we do?
He's demon possessed. He is not a 6-year-old. He is a man in a 6-year-old's body.
Yeah. So the teacher sustained a gunshot wound to the chest in January 6th shooting. It wasn't just a shot to the chest though. Didn't he shoot through her hand and into her chest or something like that?
Because she put her hand up
Yeah.
like this or something.
Right. So a local prosecutor said on Wednesday that he won't charge a 6-year-old boy accused of shooting a teacher at his Virginia elementary school. We don't believe the law supports charging a 6-year-old with a criminal offense as serious as this one. Newport News Commonwealth's attorney Howard Gwynn told the news in a phone call. Gwynn said that they would have to show that any defendant, including a 6-year-old, is competent to stand trial and understands the legal system enough to help with their defense. I think it's problematic to assume that 6-year-old understands the criminal justice system enough to be competent to stand trial, he said. Gwynn added that once his office has reviewed the facts of the case, they will determine if anyone else should be criminally charged in connection with the shooting. The incident occurred at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News on January 6th. The 6-year-old, who has not been named publicly, allegedly brought a handgun from his home to school in his backpack and shot and wounded a teacher in a first grade classroom in what is described as an intentional act.
Do you want to go to the story?
Yeah,
sure.
Instantly my heart drops because I'm thinking of the age of these children and what they possibly were going through at that time.
Zwerner, now recovering from her injuries, is suing the school district, claiming the boy had a history of violent behavior and claiming school administrators failed to act despite being warned that he had a gun and was threatening people. The boy's family says he suffers from an acute disability. They claim the legally purchased gun he took to school had been locked away. The family saying, "We have been cooperating with local and federal law enforcement to understand how this could have happened." The prosecutor says he's still going through the evidence to determine any other potential charges.
If the law supports charging persons with criminal offenses that we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt, then those persons will be charged.
The school's principal resigned in late January, and last month, the school board voted to relieve the superintendent of his position.
So this story that I was reading goes on to tell us how this 6-year-old, as you mentioned, is a demon. He, the day before the shooting, he was suspended from school for doing what did he do? Legally wounded a teacher in a first grade classroom, an intentional shooting. The teacher, Abigail Zwerner, sustained a gunshot wound to the chest. A bullet remains lodged in her body. Oh, they didn't take out the bullet. About 16 to 20 students were in the room at the time of the shooting, and none of them were physically injured. After Zwerner was shot, she ushered all of her students out of the classroom, according to police. Police say the boy's mother legally purchased a 9mm Taurus pistol. The 6-year-old's family released a statement through a spokesperson in the wake of the incident saying, "Our family has always been committed to responsible gun ownership and keeping firearms out of the reach of children. We have been cooperating with the local law enforcement." Their son suffers from an acute disability. We mentioned that the week of the shooting was the first week when we were not in class with him. We will regret that from forever. We know that the parent, a mother or a father, is supposed to be attending school with him and accompanying him to class every day. I don't understand why neither one of them was there the week of the shooting if they're supposed to be with him every day.
And how was he allowed to come to school without his parents if he was not allowed to be in school without his parents?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. What disturbed me was that the student had been suspended the day before the shooting because he slammed Mrs. Werner's phone, breaking it, and had cursed at the guidance counselors. Why was he at the school the next day if he had been suspended the day before for breaking the phone?
It's a setup. Keep going.
Yeah. The student had allegedly been removed from the school a year prior after he choked his teacher until she couldn't breathe. So this 5-year-old deviant wrapped his tiny hands around a teacher's throat and choked her until she couldn't breathe. Why she didn't throat punch him while he was choking her? I don't understand.
Again, punted would have been the ideal action.
This school year, the shooter was put on a modified schedule in the fall of 2022 after the school year had started because he constantly cursed at the staff and teachers and one day took off his belt on the playground and chased kids trying to whip them, according to the letter. What is his name? Damien? What the heck?
Satan.
The school's assistant principal, Ebony Parker, resigned from her position on January 25th. The school board last month voted 5-1 to relieve its superintendent without cause in the wake of the shooting. I just don't understand. Nothing could be done about this child before this shooting occurred, and nothing is going to be done after now. I don't understand what's happening
because
here.
They're saying that he is not old enough to understand the legal system to be able to stand trial and support his own case. Well, maybe the legal system needs to be rearranged for little small demon people, because like I said in the group chat, I don't think they're gonna stop until there's a mass something happen at the hands of this boy, because we're like, oh, he's only 6, we can't hold him accountable for anything. Let's take away his tablet. Now they'll teach him not to shoot the teachers.
Right.
We're gonna gentle parent his little ass while he's out here choking people and strangling people and cussing out the teachers and breaking people's phones and shooting them.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I'm upset about it because I do understand that he's 6 years old, but I do understand that people need to be held for their actions, and this 6-year-old is not going to learn unless something drastic happens to him.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody telling him to string him up in the Times Square and whip him to death, but he's got to be sent to a school for little children who kill people.
Yeah, he need to be sent to that school that they sent Matilda to. He need that mean lady.
Yes, Mrs.
Just swinging by his ponytail.
Yes. Make him run. Make him do an obstacle course in the mud.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And if the parents can't control this child,
who's supposed to?
Who's supposed to control this child? It's nobody else's responsibility. So they need to go to family jail.
Yes, all of them. Put them all in the jail.
Yeah.
Including the whole district, the district attorney, all of them. Yeah. Everybody got to go to jail.
That's a sad story.
LaWanda said they must be white. See, they're still not saying the race of this family.
And they have to, not only, they must be white, but they must be like a cop family or something like that. You know what I mean? Why are they being so protected that they're not letting us know anything about this family? That's crazy. And how come nobody else in Virginia is letting us know about this family?
Yeah, like, oh, I know him. He's a little black boy. I don't think that he's black. You said that you thought that he was.
Yeah, I never felt like he was white. I always felt like he was a black child.
Really?
Like always. I don't know why.
Me too.
Yeah.
But why? Tell me why. I feel like they don't let black kids get away with this kind of stuff. Like, they would have immediately prosecuted him and his whole family. The fact that nothing has happened to him nor his family,
that's what I was
makes me
thinking
feel.
too. Because I was like, if he was black, then Ben Crump would be there, and he ain't. So maybe he's not black.
I don't think so. And they're protecting his identity so much, and they don't do that with black people. Yeah. They never do that. Maybe the boy's picture, but at least his family, or they would have went to his door and we would have saw the news people knocking on his door and little black hands sticking out like, no comment, no comment. This is a white family. If it's not, I will be severely shocked. I just Googled what is the race.
Do we know?
No. I was looking for it and I could not find anything.
And like none of it, do you think all the parents at that school had to sign an NDA and all of this? Like, how come nobody else is giving us any information about this family?
Probably most likely white.
Yeah.
The school is white.
But there's a lot of black families that they interviewed that for the kids that were in the classroom with him was a lot of black families that they interviewed. Even that woman that they interviewed just now was a black woman. So I don't know. It never occurred to me that he might have been white. I mean, until we started talking about it as much as we did. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I really want. Obviously it doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah.
But It's just funny to me, like, we can't, there's no information.
Yeah, Greenhouse Malika has a very good comment there. Why isn't he being taken away from his parents? He must be learning that behavior from somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's coming from somewhere. Kids, kids are they that evil when they're born? They're not born that evil. That has to be a learned behavior. Taking off your belt and chasing other people, shooting the gun, all of that. This kid has seen some stuff. It's awful.
That's why I thought.
Oh, yes, good. Sinead, find out for us. Do some investigative reporting. Her friend is a teacher in Virginia. She's going to ask her if she knows.
Yes, text her right now.
Yeah, we want to know. We need to know.
Like, even when they say the family has spoken out, it's just a letter, and we're just not seeing anything at all that is even describing the boy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I feel like black families probably would have spoke out a lot sooner too. They've got some good PR people covering that. A concert venue where 2 people died in a stampede has its license denied. Why? A concert venue where 2 people died in a stampede had its license denied. I don't know.
I don't know why that wasn't there.
It's taking a really long time for everything to load on my thing. Scientists have revived a zombie virus that spent 48,500 years frozen in the permafrost. Do you see? Do you see what I'm saying? Why did they do that for?
If it's been there for how many years?
48,500.
What you got to experiment on it? Why you don't get nothing else in this city, in this place, in this town, in this America, in this world to freaking investigate or scientificate except for something that's been sitting there minding its business 48,000 years?
It's a zombie virus.
How you even find it?
So the zombie apocalypse is
that
real?
Look like a ringworm. That look like a pie.
Why would cores of the earth drilled from Siberian permafrost have been analyzed to detect frozen viruses? Why y'all doing that for? Warmer temperatures in the Arctic are thawing the region's permafrost, a frozen layer of soil beneath the ground, and potentially stirring up viruses that, after lying dormant for tens of thousands of years, could endanger animal and human health. Why?
Is it someplace that animals and humans frequent? Because if it's not, leave it the hell alone where it's at.
Ugh.
We don't got to determine it.
While a pandemic unleashed by a disease from the distant past sounds like a plot of a sci-fi movie, scientists warn that the risks, though low, are underappreciated. Chemical and radioactive waste that dates back to the Cold War, which has the potential to harm wildlife and disrupt ecosystems, may also be released during the thaws. Well, what the hell y'all thawing it for? Send some big freezers over there and freeze it again. There's a lot going on with the permafrost that is of concern, and it really shows why it's super important that we keep as much of the permafrost frozen as possible. Permafrost covers a fifth of the northern hemisphere, having underpinned the Arctic tundra and boreal forests of Alaska, Canada, and Russia for millennia. So many words in here. My mouth hurts from reading this. It serves as a kind of time capsule, preserving, in addition to ancient viruses, the mummified remains of a number of extinct animals that scientists have been able to unearth and study in the recent years, including 2 cave lion cubs and a woolly rhino.
I just feel like just go away from it.
Yeah,
like just move away from it.
Why y'all digging into that?
Don't
leave
dig
it alone. And this, you know what? And they make movies about this stuff. There's a movie going on now. There's a show on now on one of them channels about these scientists who go to some frozen place and start digging up in a frozen place, and then something starts killing them in the thing that they're in. And I think it might be one of these viruses that they woke up. Why y'all doing that? Oh, Jesus, God, send your son because
we are ready.
I can't. I said to Sauce this morning, do you think this is the hell where we live now? Is it hell that we're in now? Because this is crazy. I don't know what's happening.
It's got to be.
It's got to, because this got to be the hell part,
But I
right?
think that's what he said. No, that's what I studied in religion class when I was in the college. I think that when it's the time of redemption time, we got like 600 years that we got to burn or something like that. Everybody's going to be just kind of reviewing they books to see why they going to hell and heaven. But this will be the place of hell.
Yeah.
And then people that get away from this will go up. But it won't be around. Like you can't look in and see it. Everybody be just dead after they burn up. I think I read
Do you
that.
eventually die, or you just burn for
No,
the rest
you
of your
eventually
life?
die and you just disappear, I think. I think that's what I read. I was in college over 20 years ago, but I did take serious religious classes.
Dang, when did you graduate from college?
2006.
You graduated from college?
Yes.
In 2006?
2006.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I graduated from high school in 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. Not
I graduated from 05. Graduated high school 05.
Oh, you're a child. compared to
high
me.
school in 05.
He's a child compared to me. I'm an
Oh, yeah,
adult.
because I was going to say, you're definitely a child compared to me, because I graduated high school in 1995.
What does that mean?
You graduated high school in 95.
Yeah, some of y'all wasn't even born when I graduated.
No.
Yeah, 1995.
Like the kids, the adults this year, like the 30-year-olds this year are 90s, 1990 babies.
Well, yeah, because Imani's 30, and she was born in 1993.
Yes.
So
that's crazy.
That's a long time ago. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Imani wasn't even born when I graduated high school.
Nope.
That's crazier.
That's crazy.
She a whole mom. Crazy. Crazy. Anyhow, I could definitely be a grandmother.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, well, no, because everybody's a grandmother except for me. All my friends are grandmothers.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Glamours.
Yeah. Yes. FDA proposes tobacco rules to make manufacturing more consistent and ingredients more transparent.
We still drinking tobacco?
People still smoking cigarettes?
No, Fonto.
Oh.
And tobacco leaves for chewing. Do people
Fonto
still
leaves
chew?
is tobacco leaf?
Yes.
Oh, y'all trying to
What
kill
you say?
me.
It's not. It's hemp.
What you say?
Fonto.
Fonto. Yeah, Fonto's.
It's tobacco.
leaf, basically.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to. You put a little sprinkle a little tobacco in your thing, make it a little, give it a little.
That's that day when I was high and I was like, oh, Tristan over there making fentanyl. Tristan over there making fentanyl. I don't know what he's doing, but he over there making fentanyl.
We're not making fentanyl over here, no.
No, you were putting pieces of the Fonto into the blunt.
Yes.
I was like, what's that fentanyl?
That's called grabber.
Grabber.
Hot grabber.
Well, anyhow.
You burn yours too? Because
You don't
Pastor
burn
Troy
it.
burns his and then gets it nice and
You don't want to
crispy.
burn it. You just want to dry it out.
Dry it out.
Yeah.
And then sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
Like bacon.
Yeah.
Like bacon bits.
Color your life.
I found out that information for you.
Oh, what is that?
His dad is black and his mama's mixed.
Makes sense.
I won.
You did. I am shocked and bemused. I swear for God.
And why they covering up? They a cop family or something?
I don't know. I'm finding out more, but I just want to give you that tidbit.
Thank you
so
much. Thank you.
You are so country. Golly.
She is country
Bye,
as hell. As hell.
His daddy is black and his mama's mixed.
You come back home. You've been down there too long.
Bye.
But that's why I thought it was a black kid, because it just sounds like stuff that it sounds like one of these black kids that be on
badass
TikTok
kids.
that be doing all the
I was like, no, sir. Only white people shoot in schools.
You don't hear. Unfortunately, you don't hear too many issues with gun control in white people's houses like that.
Yeah.
You do, but not like that. I remember we did report on one last year. If it wasn't about a white kid that had.
I
feel like
cannot support that.
White kids do mass shootings.
Oh, see, that's okay.
But the ignorance that kid was displaying sounded like the ignorance of a black person. You know what I mean? How the taking off the belt, all this it sounded like black ignorant shit.
Yeah,
ripping up
like
the
hood rat shit with my friends.
And then clearly, see, that's how I gotta go to the schoolhouse with my child when he ripping up the paper, because I'm like, you not gonna shoot the teacher.
Yeah.
All right. We don't got no gun.
I was about to say,
I have a license, but it's only for target and hunting.
Yes.
And he can't use my target gun or my hunting gun because
Needs
it's
a
a double barrel shotgun.
Oh, you got a double barrel shotty.
Remember that little shotgun that Daddy had? It was like
I remember
it was a fake gun.
Yeah.
Where did that go?
Where is that?
He probably sold it at a damn flea market one of these days.
He should have held on to that, sold that shit at the antique roadhouse.
Listen, okay. I wonder if it's still in the basement. I'm about to bring that in next tomorrow. Let me know. I'm not going.
Don't drive.
Not in this state of chaos that we live in.
No.
Well, really, black and really.
Yep.
Really.
I felt it. What LaWanda say? What LaWanda comment is? LaWanda said, "Oh man, Oh yeah, Shanae is a grandmother. Forgot about that.
Friends, family members. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Starbucks coffee has tobacco in their drinks.
Who said that? Schneider?
LaWanda? Yes.
That's why everybody's so addicted to Starbucks, because it's filled with tobacco, and tobacco is an addictive
Oh, yes. See, LaWanda graduated in 97. She was right behind me. California to halt a $54 million Walgreens contract over company's policy on abortion drug sales. Y'all got to stay out of abortion. Y'all got to leave that alone.
And just stop announcing it so much. Just put it in the back and have a secret code for when people come over. Then they could just say, or something like that. And you know that they want the abortion something. What movie? What was that? Raising Kanan. Ghost Book 3, one of them things, and they had the food truck, and you go and order a special burger, and the special burger means that you get a little packet of drug or something like that in your burger.
I feel like it wasn't none of them.
It wasn't?
No, I don't think it was any of the ghosts.
Maybe it was
What was that? Was it BMF?
Maybe BMF.
Where you can go to the burger, get the burger.
Oh yeah, because the little girl.
Oh yeah, because Kato.
Yeah, Kato.
Yep. Oh, the Shy.
Mm-hmm.
The
it
Shy?
Wasn't the Shy.
It was BMF. It was BMF. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Do something like that if you're gonna be out here. Get a food truck. You go to the food truck. Give me a double burger
with cheese.
Yeah. And that means give me a little abortion drug. Y'all got to get creative.
I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it.
Don't say it.
You want to get into the story?
It didn't used to be so hard back in the day.
A quote, California will not be doing business with Walgreens or any company that cowers to the extremists and puts women's lives at risk. We're done. Now, Walgreens said in response to that statement from the governor that it won't comment on Newsom's statement, but said that they have made their intentions clear to become a certified pharmacy to distribute the drug.
Okay, so let's talk more about this with Jessica Levinson, law professor at Loyola Marymount University. Thank you, Professor, for being here. First, explain why Walgreens is making this decision and doing it now.
So I think Walgreens is basically wants to say, we don't want to be involved in this potential litigation. We don't want to be ensnared in this legal hot water. And that's because after the Supreme Court made its decision in Dobbs in June to say that states can ban abortion, that actually opened the floodgates to a lot of legal questions. It didn't answer many of those. And so what we have, as we talked about just now, what we have is a situation where the federal government is saying that mifepristone is FDA approved. Now, there is a case pending in Texas about that. And the federal government has also said that pharmacies can provide those abortion pills in states where they're certified to do so. So that's the federal program. But then we have certain states saying, no, you can't. We're banning abortions, including the use of abortion pills in these states, which is a way of saying there really is a battle between the federal government policy and the state's policy. And pharmacies like Walgreens, I think, are saying we don't want to be part of that.
So I guess the question, Jessica, is Walgreens going further than it has to in regards to what's happening in these particular red states? I mean, are they simply following the laws of these states, or are they giving in to sort of the legal pressure from the attorneys general who are threatening legal action if they sell the pills?
So I'm going to give you a really annoying answer, which is that because we don't have a specific ruling on this matchup between, in the one case, the federal policy saying, yes, these abortion pills are fine, and here's how you pharmacies can distribute them, and states that say, no, we're banning abortions in our states. Because we don't have a ruling on that, I would say it's at least arguably an open question. Now, I personally think that the better argument is that the states have to give way to contrary federal policy because of the supremacy clause and because of an issue called preemption. Having said that, in terms of did Walgreens go further than they needed to, or are they just following the law? I think people on each side will argue that both ways.
Okay, we know though really quickly that Governor Newsom
why
has
you
been
ask
very
me
outspoken
What she said? Tristan, what she said there?
I don't know.
It was a very annoying answer because I have no idea what she said. Is Walgreens doing the right thing or the wrong thing?
Exactly. And what is they? I want to know too.
Is Walgreens selling the pills to people who want it despite the federal law of the state?
Or is the government? So I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I feel like Gavin Newsom wants to give people abortion pills if they want it, and Walgreens is saying what? they not going to do that?
No, I thought that Walgreens wanted to make sure they did. I don't know. Like, I'm not even going to speculate because I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Me either. Anyway,
let's go back to Mexico.
That's interesting. So that's happening, y'all. Just know that it is. Mexico kidnapping survivor's mother reveals that Latavia McGee said about the murders. She said that she watched them die. Now, what is really interesting about this to me is that we know that they found them in the little wood house.
Hold on. So one little thing from the last story. California will not stand by as corporations cave to extremists and cut off critical access to reproductive care and freedom.
Right.
Newsom said in a news release, California is on track to be the 4th largest economy in the world and will leverage our market power to defend the rights to choose. So I think that Walgreens is trying to be like, oh, we can't sell them, so we're not. And he's like, nah, y'all need to sell them.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
I think so. So because we like Gavin Newsom.
Yes, I think he's very progressive.
I think as well too. Also, that's what I gotta say. So Latavia's mother said that Latavia watched the 2 people die. What I was saying is that I find it very interesting because they found them. They were in a little wooden house, and they said that the 2 dead bodies were there. So after they killed the people, they transported them and put them at this wooden house.
That's what I'm asking too. And Latavia is the one who was supposedly going to get the cosmetic surgery.
Right. There's a lot of speculation about this. People.
So you read the comments and stuff like that? Okay, because it's very interesting.
And originally yesterday we thought that they were also rival human traffickers.
Yeah.
And now they're thought to be Haitian drug traffickers.
Right, because they drove from South Carolina.
They drove from South Carolina
to Mexico.
For cosmetic surgery. 2 men and 2 women.
No, 3 men.
3 men and 2
and 1 woman.
3 men and 1 woman drove from North Carolina to Mexico for her cosmetic surgery.
Yeah. And she's a mother of 6. They kept on saying mother of 5. She has 6 children.
Yes.
So Latavia Washington McGee, a mother of 6, and Eric Williams are recovering at an American hospital with no injuries after being kidnapped and barely avoiding death this week. She has no injuries. He had been shot in both legs. Now McGee's mother is speaking out following a horrific ordeal that saw her daughter and 3 other U.S. citizens get kidnapped by Mexican drug cartels, leaving her nephew and another victim dead.
In what a U.S. official familiar with the investigation called a case of mistaken identity.
We extend our deepest condolences to their families and friends.
The victim's family members say 33-year-old Latavia Washington McGee was trying to get to a clinic for a scheduled medical procedure. She and 3 traveling companions never made it there. Shaeed Woodward and Zindel Brown were killed. Another, Eric Williams, was injured. The friends got lost on the way to the clinic, a friend of theirs told CNN. And the FBI said the group came under fire from unidentified gunmen. Then they were loaded into the back of a truck and abducted. One person has been detained in connection with the kidnapping.
We have a firm decision to have security in this case as in others, and the investigation is ongoing to find who is responsible.
Washington McGee, who was uninjured, spoke to her mother from the hospital Tuesday.
They started shooting at the car, shooting inside the van or whatever, and I guess that she said the other ones tried to run and they got shot at the same time. And she watched them die.
Why did mother had them children there listening to her talk about she watched them die and they was
y'all
got
don't want to
shot
ask me
and all
questions
kind of
about stuff
Say
because
what you gotta say.
You ain't trying to
Say what you gotta say.
I don't have nothing to say because all of this don't make no sense to me, and I don't want to be the person that I don't want to be that person. You know, like I don't want to be that person. But after reading the comment section, my mind started to wonder.
Hot mess.
Yeah.
2 Americans. What was in the comments?
The comment section. Let me get to the rest of the story because they said one of the family members from one of the deceased victims actually spoke out and was like, her nephew was like, we shouldn't go. Let's not go. And she was insistent on going.
Yep. She said they drove. They were going through. A van came up and hit them, and that's when they start shooting at the car. Some of them tried to run, and they got shot at the same time. Shahid and Zenzel, they all got shot at the same time, and she watched them die. This is what the mother's statement that she made yesterday. It says his mother, Burgess, also spoke on Shahid Woodward, who was one of the 2 Americans who were killed in last week's traumatic accident. His mother has passed away when he was like 15, and then I had him. I miss him and I love him, she went on to say. Fellow survivor Eric Williams at a Texas hospital to undergo surgery for 3 gunshot wounds in his legs. Arrests were made in Mexico in connection to the 2 Americans. I think they've arrested Jose Guadalupe N. He's 24. He was guarding the house where Latavia Tay McGee, Eric Williams, and then the 2 bodies were held captive and tortured by cartel members. It's not clear whether Guadalupe is affiliated with the Gulf Cartel, which is accused of the kidnappings in the area. What else does it say here?
Meanwhile, the New York Post reports that the other 2 Americans killed in Mexico cartel kidnapping had expressed his reluctance about traveling to Mexico, reportedly saying we shouldn't go down, according to his sister. Zendel Brown apparently was well aware of the danger of traveling from South Carolina with Latavia Tay McGee and Eric James Williams. The group had made the perilous track so that McGee, a mother of 6, could undergo a tummy tuck procedure, his sister Zalandria Brown said. Zendel kept saying we shouldn't go down, she said in a phone interview with the Associated Press. Zalandria said the death has been like a bad dream you wish you could wake up from. To see a member of your family thrown in the back of a truck and dragged, it is just unbelievable, she added. So the comment sections were pretty much saying, like, it sounds like a drug re-up or something like that gone bad. Like they were transporting something or going to get something, which is the reason why they were traveling by car.
Look at the video in this. The video right after what Sauce just read. Where they're dragging his dead body. They shot him and then dragged his body.
Go ahead.
So she's getting a tummy tuck. When you have a tummy tuck,
say that, Tristan.
It takes a couple of days for you to you can't just hop back in the car and drive back to South Carolina.
We've seen people get tummy tucks or BBLs and they're on a plane going home and cannot sit down for the 3-hour plane ride it takes them to get to the Dominican Republic or Miami back to where they're going. So how the hell you going down there to get a tummy tuck with 6 kids at home and you gonna drive from North Carolina to Mexico? I am not making any assumptions. I'm just gonna talk around and find all the different crevices that this story could go in, because this is friggin' weird.
It's really. Have you guys ever watched this video?
This is crazy. They're just doing this in broad daylight.
In the broad daylight, there's other cars driving around them and all of this thing. We see her sitting in the back of the truck. We see them drag the 2 dead bodies and throw them in the back of the truck, and then the other guy that's shot. We see them drag him.
They are dragging those people's bodies.
Yes, they throw them up in the back of the truck. Also,
my goodness.
The fact that this guy was like, we shouldn't go down there, we shouldn't go down there. Something else. Also in the comment section, somebody who was making a lot of comments in one of the comment sections that I was reading, she was saying that they were driving around from drugstore to drugstore down there, and that's what made people suspicious of them, because they were driving around to different drugstores trying to get some drug that she needed supposedly for her surgery, and that's what made people suspicious of them. Is that they were driving to different drugstores and had went to different ones in that area asking for a certain drug. And then all of a sudden these people came and found them.
That's crazy. I don't know.
What the hell is that?
I'm going to just mind my GD business, my legal ass business, because that don't sound like 3 men should be accompanying anybody to go get a damn tummy tuck how long is the ride to North Carolina?
No, that's a long time. That's a long ride. South Carolina. South Carolina.
It gotta be like at least 20 hours.
Yeah.
I would say between like 15 and 20.
And you're going to get you can't go and get surgery and not get all
27 hours. Like they gotta pass at least like 7 states.
20 how many hours?
27 hours.
Mississippi, Atlanta. I mean Alabama, all that. Texas. to go to
You're not driving 27 hours to get a tummy tuck, and I will take another L on this one if that is true, that is what was going down.
And we can't forget that there was also a Mexican woman that died in the crossfire of that shooting. I don't know if there was any crossfire. I don't think there was any crossfire. I think they were just shooting at them. The area is also a well-known crossing point of people traveling deeper into Mexico, according to the outlet. Meanwhile, the FBI is offering $50,000 for the kidnapper's arrest. The state had previously warned U.S. citizens not to travel to Tamaulipas. However, many Americans in Texas frequently cross country lines to visit family and attend medical appointments. Medical officials said the 4 Americans had traveled into Mexico from Texas in a vehicle with North Carolina plates, but her parents and the family say that they are from South Carolina. There's some people who are upset because President Biden hasn't made any statement about that. That's not true because we just saw Karine make a statement from the White House. But they're saying that President Biden hasn't said anything himself yet. That story is just altogether too fishy.
Ooh, Mike Knight said it can't be a drug deal gone bad because the cartel would have erased all involved. But it was caught on tape.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it became such national news, because I don't know if we would have heard about this if it wasn't caught on tape.
Yeah. Before you have surgery, they tell you what meds you need to recover with legal surgery. So that's what Shanae was saying.
I mean, I would assume that you would get those drugs from where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody said anything about money.
Nobody said anything about money. There was no money. They did. I mean, we don't. That story it's so incomplete, and it's just so weird to me. Maybe because I'm watching BMF and Snowfall right now, it just seemed like them type situations. Seem like that.
I
don't know.
Just drive straight. Don't make no stops. It's the 3 of y'all. The woman drives.
Right.
Make them think that you
pee in the bottle.
Yeah.
But don't keep the pee in the car.
Yeah.
They gonna have
don't
DNA.
wear no jewelry.
Yep.
Like all of the things.
Yeah.
Don't keep no cash. No heavy wads of cash. Like
driving a white minivan.
In a van that's not easily looked like that. Yeah. White is a neutral color.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's what LaWanda said too. And if she ain't injured, why isn't she speaking for herself? Because she ain't injured. What's she still doing at the hospital?
Maybe she's traumatized from seeing everybody get killed.
She did see
for her tummy tuck.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Well,
all right.
They were asking questions because they were lost and needed direction. Goodbye, Mike Nice.
Yes, they were lost. Yeah, because why you going to Mexico for a tummy tuck? You could go right down here to Sonabello.
Go to Sonabello. And people don't go to Mexico for those things. They go to Dominican
Republic.
Right. See?
Yeah, not Mexico.
You don't drive. Nobody don't drive for those cosmetic surgery. You always got to fly. You get to get back quick. That recovery is no joke. Anyhow, that was being the national news. I'm sad.
We're going to go right into entertainment for time management skills. Sean Kemp.
I don't know if that's what you meant to say. You did. Yeah, you're right.
Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
Video shows ex-NBA star opened fire. Who he opened fire to? I kept seeing this video scroll by, but I didn't watch it because everybody's doing the most.
Ain't he too old to be in bad news?
Too old.
Oh, yeah.
So ex-NBA star Sean Kemp fired a gun during a parking lot altercation prior to his felony arrest on Wednesday. 53-year-old Kemp, wearing a red vest, approached the vehicle and pointed his firearm, appearing to yell something before pulling the trigger at least once outside a Tacoma, Washington shopping mall. Witnesses tell us they heard multiple gunshots before pulling their phones out to record. And claimed they saw Kemp drive around the parking lot and ditched his gun in a bush before talking to police. At one point, Kemp appears to attempt to flag down police to go after the other vehicle involved. Footage also shows cops searching the parking lot landscape before retrieving a handgun from a bush. As we previously reported, Kemp was booked for felony drive-by shooting at 5:58 p.m. at the Pierce County Jail. Sources tell Fox 13 Kemp was attempting to retrieve items he claimed were stolen on Tuesday, and once he tracked down the property Wednesday afternoon, someone opened fire on him first. Kemp claims he was purely acting out of self-defense.
How old is Sean Kemp?
Let's Google it.
He at least 73. Oh, maybe he's 57. You know 57 is the age.
He
53.
is 53 years
53.
old. He's too big and tall and 53 years old to be out here shooting a gun at somebody in the parking lot.
Exactly.
He is big.
Arrested so was it not a legal handgun? Was he not licensed to carry? Could this have been self-defense? I mean, for them to arrest him so quick seems like he was doing something bad. He's 53 years old, wearing a bright-ass red vest.
He's
shooting a gun.
Bro, he's 6'10" and 280 pounds, wearing a bright-ass vest and shooting people in the parking lot.
In broad daylight.
And then you have the nerve to drive around and ditch the gun and then have a casual conversation with the police.
What? Right, because
if it was self-defense, why would you ditch your gun?
Why would you ditch the gun?
Right there.
Where?
Driving in the Porsche. Yeah.
Oh, and he drove his Porsche.
And you too driving a Porsche to be outside in public shooting people like you was friggin' BMF.
Wow, you
did he think that nobody was gonna notice that he threw something into the bush? Like, is that what I'm assuming, that he thought that he could drive around his nice Porsche, throw the gun in the bush, and nobody would find it, perhaps? Because
I saw him throw it in the bush just now. I saw him. We seen you.
He's guilty as charged. Lock him up.
So he just threw it in the bush and then came right over here and parked?
Yes, to talk to the police and say, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have no gun. I didn't throw the gun in the bush over there.
Do you think he was high? Do you think he thought nobody saw him?
Say it, Tris.
Jesus.
Drugs.
He's just driving.
Tristan got me thinking that everybody is on drugs, and I agree with it. It's got to be fentanyl.
What's going on?
It's Look at him riding his bike. Like, I don't know.
Look, he looked down. He said, "Ooh, a gun," and kept on riding. He said that. Look at the little mall security came over. Look at how big he is.
That's a fluorescent red vest as well. Everybody saw you, sir. You have on the plane gear.
Exactly.
Why are you doing that?
Look, they're going right over to the bush.
Right over to the bush.
This is exactly where you dropped it. I saw him drop it.
Look.
Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this.
See, I told you the guy on the bicycle was like, "Oop, the gun right here."
While Sean Kemp is like, how will they know? How will they know? Nobody will know. How will they know? Bro, we saw you.
He's like, where'd that gum come from? He's like, that humongous nigga over there dropped it in the bush. The humongous dude over there with the red vest act like we couldn't see it right here in the bush.
Why we couldn't see him drive away from us, drive the car around, chuck it out the window, and then come talk to us casually.
Child.
Would you say Sean Kemp, I think 4 of his baby mamas admitted to freezing condoms and using a turkey baster?
Listen, he too big. I wouldn't want none of his children.
Cause how they supposed to come out?
Exactly, they gonna walk out of you? No, thank you. Imagine trying to put sneakers on them children when they get older. Heck no.
You child wearing a size 5 at the age of 5 months. I don't got the time.
No.
In other foolish news, Tiger Woods' ex suing for $30 million after he kicked her out, claims he changed the locks. Tiger Woods' split from his ex-girlfriend is way nastier and potentially more expensive for him than he thought. TMZ Sports had learned she's suing him for $30 million, claiming he cooked up a scheme to toss her out of their home. According to docs we've obtained, Erica Herman and Tiger actually broke up last fall. The then couple had been living together in his home house in Florida. Home for 6 years, during which the time Erica says she performed valuable services for Tiger in exchange for living rent-free.
She looks like a victim.
She admits she doesn't have that in writing, but refers to an oral tenancy agreement.
You ain't got nothing, girl. Get out of here.
You was sucking dick and you thought that you should get $30,000? If you don't get out of here, girl.
$30 million.
$30 million. And we all know Tiger Woods got CTE. We can't, listen, girl, go somewhere.
After the breakup, Erica claims Tiger's people convinced her to pack a suitcase last fall for a short vacation without Tiger and drove her to the airport. Once they arrived at the airport, she was told she'd been locked out of the house and could not go back. In the docs, Erica alleges one of Tiger's lawyers even met her at the airport with the proposal to resolve any outstanding issues between Tiger and her. She also claims they confiscated more than $40,000 in cash she had at the house and accused her of doing something shady to get the money.
She's doing something strange for some change.
Literally. She's suing Tiger's Trust, the title holder of the house, for $30 million because she claims that's the reasonable rental value of Tiger's house for the 5 remaining years on their oral agreement. Tiger's Trust filed. I got many things to say.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm going to specifically talk to you black men out here because Instagram wouldn't let me post it. Y'all be fighting us down for a 2 for $2 at Applebee's. And y'all don't want to pay the rent. Y'all don't want to buy us a little flowers. Y'all don't want to do nothing for black women because black women. But then you gone over here and you start dealing with these white women's, and what they do is they take you for $30 million of your dollars just because you kicked them out of the house when all we wanted was a dinner and some chocolates. Right. And y'all don't want, we got attitude and there's no reason to be with a woman and blah, blah, blah. But no, you rich old golfing man, you cobbler nation, you're going to go out there and find the next white girl. Didn't your first wife take you for a lot of money too?
Exactly. She took him for all of it.
When you gonna date an auntie, Tiger?
Yep.
Date an auntie who will cook your meals in the morning.
With
seasoning. Make sure that you get lotion on your skin before you go to golf. Got your pants ironed and everything like that. All for just paying a little $1,200 rent. But no, you want to let this white woman live in your house and suck you off for some rent. And then when you get tired of you will kick her out and she'll I want $30 million. I'll be damned.
Her name ain't even on the lease.
It ain't.
The audacity, it's the caucasity.
Because the caucasity of the oral agreement.
Yes. Listen, do you know how many oral agreements I've made in my life? I'm still broke.
Still broke. Can't get nobody pay my damn
my
cell phone.
eyelash still hanging out. All I want is some pay for my eyelashes.
Can I play something real quick?
Yes.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Literally, like, I mean, she's probably gonna get it too because she's
gonna
white.
get it.
Yeah,
she's gonna get it.
Nah, she's not gonna get it.
She's definitely gonna get it.
She's not gonna get it.
I hope she doesn't get it.
She won't get it.
Maybe she won't get it.
By the way,
I don't want her to get it because the money, the $30 million, should be going to a black auntie who stuck by him all these years.
And she's ugly.
And she's ugly.
She's ugly.
And ain't got no lips.
She's not an attractive white girl. He could have got him one of them Kardashian lookalikes or something like that.
Date Kylie Jenner or something like. What's the other one that is?
She dating Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
They dating.
$1.7
billion.
billion dollars.
I told y'all he got CTE. I wouldn't mess with him. Yes, I would.
Why he got CTE? Why you keep
He
calling
don't got
that man
CTE.
CTE?
He wasn't no
He
football
played the
player.
most safest sport out there. All he got to do is
remember he flipped over his car, broke his legs. That's what.
That's because Tiger got too much inside of him. He's got too many different cultures. He's a combination. He's Caucasian. He's black. He's Asian, and he's cobbler.
What is Tiger?
Caucasian.
Caucasian,
black, and Asian. That's what he was.
Yep,
his daddy not alive no more, right?
I don't know.
His daddy would not be happy about this.
I just need to sit down with Tiger Woods for 3 minutes and talk to him. We can make an oral conversation too.
Tiger Wood is 1/4 Thai, 1/4 Chinese, 1/4 Caucasian, and 1/8 African American, and 1/8 Native American.
How he 1/8? Oh, because his daddy is I don't even know.
His daddy is black and Asian?
Black? No, his mother was definitely Asian.
Was she white and Asian?
No, she was just Asian. She was from Thailand.
Okay, and then his dad.
That's a black man.
His father, yeah.
He's a black Taiwanese.
How they say he 1/8?
1/8. That's what I'm saying. Because his father's grandmother was probably white or something like that. So they're gonna make him 1/8. Y'all better he's black.
That man is black. That's a black ass man.
His father was a Baptist. That was a black man.
Yeah. You 100% Baptist.
Do they got white Baptists?
And he was in the army, so he definitely went to Taiwan and he found him a nice suitor, and she had his baby.
Yeah.
He black and Chinese. He black and Chinese.
Who, the daddy?
No, the father. The father got a Chinese wife, so he black and Chinese. Tiger Woods.
Yeah, but he
so
said,
with the Taiwanese. Oh, maybe he was
where
born.
Where the Caucasian come
born in Taiwan. You know you could be from Taiwan and you identify as a Taiwanese because you was born here anyway.
Yeah, but where the white part come from in Tiger Woods then?
Maybe the mother was half Taiwanese and white.
No, she was white. He was born.
She
Tiger
was
Chinese
born
from Thailand, okay?
Cypress, California.
From Cypress Hill.
I said she was Chinese from Thailand, okay?
Chinese from Thailand.
That's so ignorant.
Terrible.
Black people think all Asians is Chinese. It don't matter what kind.
Maybe the cobbler came from confused, like LaWanda said, because it's been confused black Asian. That's what I am. That's crazy. I mean, but I hope she don't get the money, but that's good for you. Let it sue him. I hope you don't get it, but definitely sue him because his next woman should be a nice woman with a round area.
That's the problem with these men too. Y'all always making oral agreements and stop doing that.
You gotta get a signature.
Yes.
Anyhow,
and women, stop making bad vaginal decisions. What is wrong with y'all?
Bad oral decisions.
Shoot.
Ja Morant won't face charges over his gun incident.
Good.
He need to be suspended and slapped about a little bit, but I don't think he needs to be facing charges. All he did was brandish his legal handgun.
And it's legal. What is he's a celebrity. They gotta protect themselves.
It's not. He's a dummy.
Well, he is.
You can protect yourself without brandishing it on Instagram, talking about give me some likes.
And his father's a gangster.
Oh, father. 50 Cent also made headlines this week when he posted that he doesn't care how people watch Power Book 2. Goes as long as they watch when it premieres March 17th. Ooh. 50 comments on BET's former CEO saying she had an affair. Oh, and he also commented on the CEO saying that she had an affair with the man who was owning BET after the time. Remember that?
Who? Deborah Lee?
Deborah Lee. Yes.
Had an affair
she said she was
Bob
having.
Johnson?
Yes.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Play that video. See right there. Yeah. She wrote it in her memoir. That's how she ended up owning it.
Oh, yeah. Well, good for her.
See, that's the kind of oral contract you're supposed to make.
Exactly.
Something that's going to elevate the community.
Women to hold the position in corporate America. She's also a very good friend. And in her new memoir, I Am Deborah Lee, she shares her remarkable journey and advice to future CEOs. It is so wonderful. You are Deborah Lee.
Thank you, I am.
It doesn't have the clip. It doesn't have exactly where it's all 7 minutes.
Oh, no, we're not watching all
I ain't trying to listen.
But that's what she said. She said that she was up there shucking and jiving for Bob Johnson.
I worked for Bob Johnson for 10 years before we had a personal romantic relationship. He was a mentor and he pushed me in where he was responsible for a lot of my success.
Yes, he was.
We did have a relationship while we were both married. We ended up both divorced, and then people knew, and the relationship, the company knew we started going places together.
That's the kind of relations that you build.
Lee added that Johnson threatened to end her career if she ever broke their affair. Wow.
So he wanted to be with her forever.
He wanted her to be a forever side piece, and she was like, "Nah, you better make me the real woman, or else you." Nothing.
But she was like, "I'll be your side piece forever as long as you sign over this BET to me when the time comes."
It was like, well, if you want to break up with me, then you can leave tomorrow, and that was it. That 20 years into my career in BET, so I would have lost everything.
Yeah, you got to shut up about that. That's something you take to the grave. That's like, I'm sorry, like if that was y'all agreement, you got to be quiet. And if it was 2023, that wouldn't have gone down because you side pieces don't know how to shut your mouth no more. Y'all want everybody to know because everybody got a platform. Everybody going to go on Instagram Live and tell everybody's business. That's why y'all don't got no businesses like BET.
Oh wow!
And why 50 going and why 50 going and telling that?
I know why did 50 mention that?
Because why y'all asking why did 50 mention that?
50 just wanted to be mentioned.
50 said you would not believe what goes on behind the scenes.
But I mean, but Power and them ain't even on the BETs. So what? You just wanted to say BET name?
Because it's about to premiere, so he needs as much. He's riling up. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear a few more things from 50 Cent until the premiere because everybody needs to be tuned in to Ghost Book 2. I am excited about it.
Oh, absolutely. And that one said it's clickbait. Yep.
That's one of the ones that I.
This is Tariq.
Yeah, it took me about 2 years to finally watch all of them, and I binged watched everything.
Yeah.
Raising Kanan, Ghost Book 2, Tommy, all of them at the same time.
Did you like Tommy?
I did. I'm a big fan of Tommy too.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Tommy.
I still gotta finish the Tariq.
The Ghost Book one?
The Tariq's I watched, and Raising Kanan I watched.
I had a hard time getting into Ghost Book 2.
Really?
Yeah, but then once I did get into it, I was like, oh, Tariq is literally Ghost.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
But he's like a better Ghost than Ghost was.
City Girls down bad first. JT making headlines because of Uzi Vert's new song with lyrics saying that he makes a city girl believe in Satan, and now Young Miami trying to act like Diddy never happened. She says that her next man, she's not going to share it with nobody. And as you shouldn't. After you get over this nice billionaire relationship where you get all the things that you want and you're living this happy, soft life, then you go find you a nice struggle love and you take him to yourself. That's what you got to do. You got to have fun a little bit.
Yeah, when I was watching her on the Mary J. Blige show, she wasn't as city girl feeling. No. She did make a lot of points like, I do what I want, I'm young, I'm enjoying myself, all of that. But there were some undertones of her, she's been through some stuff. I didn't know that Carisha had 2 kids. Did you know that?
I feel like I did, but she don't ever talk about them. She just had a recent baby. Like, the one is like 4 or something like that. Oh,
really? Yeah, so she was talking about her kids. She was talking about, like the relationship with her kid's father, how he was like her first love and that was like her first heartbreak. So she talked about a lot of things on there that kind of just, she wasn't like 100% like city girl, I don't give a whatever. She did do a lot of saying things like that, but she kind of she got feelings. She feels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that she's going along with the situation with Diddy.
Yeah.
Of course, she does have the city girl reputation to uphold in that, but I think that she maybe has caught a little bit of feelings.
Absolutely. I want you to be if I'm dating a millionaire, after a little while, I think that you should just love me and just give me all of the money.
Yeah. And she's young.
Yeah.
She's young
and beautiful.
Old.
Yeah.
She is very, very, very much a pretty girl. She's a lot better looking than that other one. But LaWanda agrees with me. Tommy's version was whack. I did not like Tommy at all. But anyhow, so yeah, we'll see. Carisha's got some stuff. Tonight is Mary J. Blige's wind down again. Oh no, it was last night. I'm gonna go home and have a glass of water and watch it.
We'll leave these for tomorrow.
Yeah.
August Alsina announces new album on the heels of Chris Rock's special. I heard that he did react to that too.
Yes, he did.
Did you read what he said?
I think he denied stuff. I don't know what it was. I did see that he said something, but I don't know what it was that he said. Oh, he denied that he watched it. That's what he said he hasn't watched it.
He at this point he should just mind his business and don't say nothing at all about anything.
I would change my name.
Make your music and just sell that.
Make comeback.
Yeah.
Make a comeback.
Yeah. Use all of this publicity and everything to really kind of propel your career. Yeah. Don't comment on that. That's old. Nobody actually cares.
Right.
That's rich people problem.
Like literally, Chris Rock said something about it, and I think that's it. I don't want to hear anything about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's over. It's boring.
Yeah.
People cheat on people a day. People get slapped a day.
A day.
With that, so we on here a day. Join us tomorrow for our Friday fun day.
Yes.
We'll get to dip into our bag, and then we'll see what 6 Brown Chicks is talking about this week as well. So keep it locked. More music, news, and resources coming up for you. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.